Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite a while since I last uploaded because I took a bit of a break from the game, but I'm active again now and hopefully I can make more videos for you guys in the future. So today I'm going to discuss some ideas that I have for new game content now that Celtic Heroes has a new owner called DECA Games. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion, and if you have any additional update ideas, feel free to let me know in the comment section. The first thing that I would like to see DECA Games implement is bringing back the old events. If you're an OG, you definitely know what I'm talking about, but essentially from 2011 to around 2015, they used to have 4 of these seasonal events every year, and you could get a new chest every event, which would contain unique mounts and fashion, and also the hat quests were much more frequent back in the day, and they were in line with each event. They would also have specific bosses which would only spawn during each event, and nowadays from the chests, like all the mounts and fashion that you can get, as well as all the legacy bosses, are just recycled content from these events. And I know that these events back in the day were the main thing that got the community excited, so I do think that this would be a really good idea for the new developers to bring back. So the second update idea that I have for DECA Games is to bring back original designs for fashion, mounts and bosses. It's no secret that over the past few years, all of the new fashion that's been added to the game has just been new iterations of old fashion. They also haven't added any new mounts in years, and don't even get me started on Dino. I mean, they literally just reskinned Maud and dumped it in Lowe's Reach, and even the ads and all of the jewelry and weapons that it drops are also reskins. So I really do think that bringing back original designs like what they did in the past is going to go a long way in terms of community appreciation. So hopefully the new developers take this on board. The next idea that I have is to make it easier to reach endgame, and what I mean by this is either making mobs drop more experience or requiring less experience to level up. They could also increase the spawn rates of mobs in areas that are popular for leveling. I think that this is a good idea because it will make the game more accessible for new players, because the game is really grindy, and I feel like a lot of new players who are trying to get into it probably end up quitting because it's just too difficult. It'll also incentivize existing players to level new toons, so I think in general it will promote activity in the game. Also, less people are going to be buying toons because it's easier to just level your own, which is going to benefit DECA as less people will be breaking the terms of service. Another idea is to make it more worth it to buy platinum, because if you look at the plat shop right now, it's really expensive to buy platinum and just not worth it. So that's why a lot of people turn to buying gold for real world money instead, because it's just much more worth it. In the past it was more worth it to buy platinum, but due to inflation over the years it's just become completely not worth it. So I think that DECA should consider making it more affordable. I think overall it would increase their revenue, and it will also prevent more people from breaking the terms of service. The fifth update idea that I have is to add a new class to the game, and I think this would be a really cool idea because I think people are quite bored with the 5 classes in the game, so I think adding a new one would really spice things up. An idea that I have for this would be a necromancer that could specialize in dealing poison damage. Maybe it could also summon minions, which would be like additional pets, something like that. I think the challenge of this is going to be having to add a whole class worth of new gear to the game, and also like having to design all the new skills for this class. also like trying to make sure that all of the classes are balanced and making this new class actually needed, because I feel like right now all 5 classes in the game are needed in their own unique way. So I think those would be the main challenges, but I think if they can successfully do this, it would keep the community satisfied for a really long time. The last update idea that I have is to add a new game mode, which would just be like something different to do other than bossing. For example, they could add a group dungeon or a solo dungeon where you would just go in there and try and clear a map or something like that. Maybe it could give you unique gear. Another idea would be adding a new profession apart from cooking and fishing, like for example crafting gear or something. So I just think adding in like something else to do apart from bossing, a new feature, new game mode, I think this would be really good for the game. So that's all the ideas that I have for new content for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.